Hi, it's Charlie from Stan James. Happy New Year to you. Hope you have a very, very successful 2011. Just a quick take this opportunity. Remember the binocular offer we had at Stan James? So that was up to midnight on Christmas Day. So if Binocular retained his champion hurdle crown, that we at Stan James would be refunding all losing bets on the outright market as a free bet if Binocular went and won his second champion hurdle in March. Well, we have a new one from the 1st of January, from 8 a.m. on the 1st of January, and it's a quarter of the odds, the first four in the race. And I think it's fair to say that has proved extremely popular, as one or two horses over the Christmas period have certainly advanced their claims, and a couple of dark horses for the Stan James champion hurdle really were horses like Oscar Whiskey and Dungwib, forgotten horses in many ways of the race. They really have come more to the prominence, and of course Dungwib has yet to run, but if money talks, he's certainly going well for the Philip Fenton yarn. So let's just quickly look at the champion hurdle. Remember, of course, the odds now 1, 2, 3, 4. That's until Saturday, January the 22nd. That's when Peddler's Cross, who of course won the StanJames.com fighting fifth, he's likely to run at Haydock Park. So until then, quarter of the odds 1, 2, 3, 4. Hurricane Fly, smooth success, second success last time, carried out slightly right-handed at his hurdles by Lusker Lad. Lusker Lad went on 2 days later to run runner-up over 2.5 miles. I think Lusker Lad probably doesn't quite get 2.5 miles, but I thought he almost franked the form. Solwit, who would never, I don't think win his champion hurdle, firmly put in his place by Hurricane Fly, and he's now the 130 favourite with ourselves at Stan James. Menorah is still 4-1. He's going straight to it. The Supreme Novices winner. Binocular 5-1. He, of course, will reappear in a Christmas hurdle, a rearranged Christmas hill Saturday week, that on January the 15th. Peddler's Cross 32, as we know, he's running at Haydock Park in the Stan James Champion Hurdle Trial. That's on the 22nd. Oscar Whiskey, so impressive at Cheltenham on New Year's Day. He beat Any Given Day, Celestial Halo and Karabakh and knocked them senseless. Okay, they're not champion hurdle horses, but it was the manner of his success, 7 lengths, and he would have beaten them senseless as well at 2 miles. So we put him in originally at 20-1, 16-1, and now 14-1 for Oscar Whiskey. A lot of people have backed Oscar Whiskey, and I think with the quarter of the odds 1, 2, 3 and 4 places. He'll now go to Foss Lass for the Welsh champion hurdle. His owner, of course, also owns Foss Lass, and then on to Cheltenham. Khyber Kim is also a 14-1 shot. He takes on Binocular at Kempton later in the month, and then Dungwib. A lot of money for this horse, 20s into 16s. Philip Fenton has decided to keep him for a second half of the season campaign, and it's inconclusive yet. He's not yet, I think, suggested who is going to ride the horse. Will it be Brian O'Connell? Brian, of course, who came in for a lot of criticism, is riding the Supreme Novices last year when he finished third, beaten around about 4 lengths by Get Me Out of Here, and of course the winner Menorah. Back in fourth, of course, was Oscar Whiskey, and it's fair to say that Dungwib gave the outside up to nobody, probably on ground faster than he'd encountered. If he came up sort of soft at Cheltenham in March the 15th, of course, the champion hurdle, he may be a player. 16s from 20-1, and that was before the quarter of the odds 1, 2, 3, 4. That was before the enhanced place terms. We wanted to get Dungwib, and we have. Silviniaco Conte 18-1, the forgotten horse, almost the race. Remember, he gave weight when he was beaten by Menorah in the Great Wood Hurdle, and it's 20-1 bar. Just quickly going through some of the other, I think, festival clues. We got Gold and Silver will never win a champion chase, but I think he's a decent bet. He's into 9-1 with ourselves for the Ryanair. I take it there Willie will go that route because he doesn't have the pace for 2 miles. Big Zeb put him in his place. Big Zeb, of course, looking for back-to-back victories in the champion chase. He's second favourite with ourselves behind Mastermind. Of course, Star, a week on Saturday, he runs in the King George, looking for his 5th successive. I just want to mention this: if he's very, very impressive, and let's hope he wins, I think he would join one of the pantheon of the greats of the turf. But no 11-year-old has won the Gold Cup since 1969, and do bear that in mind, however impressive he is. And then, of course, he was beaten when he fell 4 out in the champion, and sorry, in the Gold Cup behind Imperial Commander in 2010. Quickly as well, Zaipor on the drift, 4's out to 7-1 for the Supreme Novices as a result of his defeat. Maybe not Willie's finest hour, or Paul Townend, because he gave him a lot to do in a slowly run race, and Willie maybe suggesting that he's running back too quickly, and he looks beginning to look attractively weighted. Zaipor, 4's out to 7-1 for the Supreme Novices. Very taken with the performance of both Medimit and Hell's Bay. This is an Adjucent Novices chase. That's their festival target. and this is a grade 2. Remember, this is not the handicap previously. This is a juice and novices race over the intermediate trip of 2.5 miles. Medibit is the 9-1 favourite. I was quite taken with his performance for Hells Bay. He was given a wonderful ride by Joe Tizard, is 14-1. The National Hunt Chase of any horse impressed me more. It was the Fairy House winner, second behind Boston's Angel on his penultimate start. Now Royal de la Tinte. Now, does he need soft ground? Does he need to go right-handed? But if this horse is given the green light to come in, it's saying good to soft ground over 4 miles in that National Hunt Chase, he would be a bet. But don't bet him yet until you find out from Jim Draper, the trainer, that is going to be his festival target. Also a possibility of the RSA Chase, but if he were mine, he could jump them silly from the front. Beautiful looking horse as well. And he looks a Grand National candidate to me, obviously not in 2011, but maybe in 2012. Mikhail Dagenate back to the drawing board. Will we ever see him again? And if so, it may be Punchestown. I think he's slightly better going right-handed. And just one for the bumper as well. Very taken with the performance from Bold Optimist from the Gordon Elliott yard, about 5 or 6. He didn't have the run of the race. He got a gap on the inside and put it to bed quite early, and he's the 10-1 favourite with ourselves for the festival bumper. But March, it's only 2.5 months away, rather, on about 10 weeks to the Champion Hurdle, and we are at Stan James until the Champion Hurdle trial at Haydock Park 2 weeks on Saturday. We are a quarter the odds, 1, 2, 3, 4. What we thought was a 4-runner race. Don't tell Oscar Whiskey that. Don't tell Philip Fenton and Dungwib that. It's looking the race of the festival, the StanJames.com, Stan James rather, Champion Hurdle, quarter the odds, 1, 2, 3, 4. Be lucky.